Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. It is great to see all of you logging in tonight. Do me a favor and let's go ahead and let's share this conversation. We are just 12 days away from Holy Convocation, and we are excited about what God is going to do during our time of fellowship together. So, praise the Lord to everyone that is logging in via Facebook and YouTube. We see you logging in. Thank you so much. And tonight we got a great conversation happening with global missions. We want to keep you on point with what's happening in global missions. And then we have our seasoned saints. Both of these groups are putting their, I want to say, footprint and their influence in what is happening in the progress of IBW. We are grateful to have leaders within our organizations that are visionaries, that are progressive, that are intelligent, and most of all, saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Man, so we're live tonight. We're live tonight, and again, want you to do what you always do and tag and share. You do such a great job at supporting, at pushing, at promoting IBW. And so we have two segments tonight, and I'm excited to have just these special guests. And so we thank God for our leadership, Apostle Willie E. Rookert, Lady Rookert, Apostle Vincent Greaves, and Lady Patricia Greaves, to Apostle James Heron, Apostle James Heron as our second vice, and Mother Callie Heron. I was about to say Apostle James Heron the second, but he is senior. He is the first, and so we thank God for him and his lovely wife serving in leadership. And so we got a few moments, y'all, and I'm gonna bring on one of our representatives from Global Missions. Y'all, they got some exciting things going on, and before she comes on, I just want to take a trip over to Pakistan, and we got some people over in Pakistan that we want to, acknowledge at this time.
Pakistan. I am Avajli Salman from Pakistan family, and today I want to thank you to the International Bible Way Church of Jesus Christ and Bishop Gandhi and Evangelist Beverly for their love and support. And here is our church senior pastor, Pastor Emmanuel, and our church assistant pastor, Pastor Victor, and our church elder Rishad, and we are Hope Church leadership. And thank you for you all. And today I want to greeting to you all for their love and greetings. Thank you. God bless you all. Hello.
Come on, let's give it up for IBW Global Missions, who's doing an amazing work. IBW is expanding. IBW is expanding, and we are excited. So we're gonna bring on one of the Global Missions representatives, and that is none other than missionary Linda Jackson. She's gonna be representing the Global Missions. Missionary Jackson, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Greatly appreciate you.
Oh, we're excited. We're excited about what God is doing with global and through global missions and international Bible way.
Love it. I mean, just love the expansion. We got to meet some people from DR last year. This year, we are excited that one of their representative and pastors there in DR will be preaching for us during this convocation. But then to see this Pakistan
Yeah.
um, uh, greetings. Man, it is just phenomenal to know that the gospel is spreading and IBW is uh, influencing and putting their footprint on the expansion. So God bless Bishop Gandhi and the wonderful team that he has in expanding global missions. So, Sister Jackson, let's talk about Convocation. Convocation is coming up. We have a Global Missions Day. We're looking forward to it. There's a not just Global Missions Day, but there's also training sessions that
Yeah.
will be a training session. Sorry, that will be going on for Global Missions. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. We are preparing delegates to go to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. Um, Bishop Gandy is going to be going to the Dominican Republic in October. He will be going there in October, and we don't want him to have to go alone. But we want people to truly be equipped and prepared to go. We want them to know about the culture. We want them to know the do's and the don'ts. We want them to be true ambassadors of International Bible Way and of God, because we do things in excellence. We do things in excellence, and we want them to be properly trained. They'll know about currency. They'll know about the people. They'll know about the culture. They'll know about the health concerns. They'll know about the political concerns. They'll know how to be secure and safe travelers. We're having a very comprehensive, in-depth training session there so that they will know about the Dominican Republic, things that are specific to that, and as well to Jamaica, which we are planning on going to in April of 2025.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. District Elder Clark is in the virtual space, y'all. One of the hardest working men in administration. I'm telling you, um, District Elder Clark, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Greatly appreciate it.
Bless
Yes.
you, Pastor Moody. So good to be with you this afternoon, this evening. Dr. Jackson has been filling you in, I'm sure, and she's
Absolutely.
been holding down the fort. So I'm so blessed to have her as part of the team. We're wonderfully glad to be here this evening. To your audience, I want to first apologize for my tardiness. I just happened to come on at the time when Dr. Jackson was talking about operating in excellence, and here I am late.
Well, see, Dr. Clark, no one knew that but you.
There you go. Okay. I should
No,
have been
but
on at the.
it's all good because I know like behind the scenes there were also some technical difficulties. I know that you were kind of off tonight, and we were looking to have some other guests. So I thank you. Watch this for
Yeah.
your uh, flexibility tonight
There
and
you
making
go.
the adjustment. So I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you for joining in. Yeah, and so she was talking about the global missions training for DR and Jamaica, which is good. But then let's also want to tap into the midday service with Dr. Chrisane Wilmore.
We're looking forward to a great time in the Lord as we had last year, as you remember. And a lot of that, I must say, is and thanks due to your efforts and all the preparation and the building up the marketing and all the organizational elements that you helped put together. We honor you and thank you for that as well, Pastor Moody. And we're looking for a great time in the Lord again this year.
District Elder Clark, Dr. Chrisane kind of disrupted service last year.
He messed us up, didn't he?
I mean, I
He
don't know
he messed.
how
He's tough. He's tough.
Bishop Gandy was excellent with how he facilitated the moments because we probably could have did benediction and went on to the and had lunch and moved on with the rest of the day. I mean, that was a moment. So I can't wait to not even live that moment, but what God has coming for us through him
The
on
power
that
of
day.
God came through last year. You're absolutely
Absolutely.
right, and
Yeah.
now he's bringing, I should say, his interpreter with him. I
Excellent.
believe it's his daughter, and
Okay.
so we're going to have the full array of what God has implanted in him, that he's just going to pour out to us. So
Oh
we're
man.
excited about that. The midday service will begin at 11
Yes.
o'clock. And prior to that, as Dr. Jackson's been saying, I'm sure that we have our training session at 10 o'clock where we're going to be talking about how we prep ourselves, equip ourselves for going overseas, going abroad, to doing the will of God as he has called us to do. But for worship purposes, for organizational purposes, for coming together and just for a joyful time in the Lord, we'll begin our worship service on Wednesday, July 3rd at 11 a.m.
That's
We'll
excellent.
start on time as a Bible Way always does, and we'll get going with us. Dr. Gandy, Bishop Gandy, will be our facilitator for the day. And so, he always has a surprise for us here and there, like he did last year. Broke
Yeah.
out in a solo and it ended up being a duet.
What people don't know, Bishop Gandy also plays organ. So
Oh, he may jump over there and do a little bit there. We'll,
yeah,
we'll take it. We'll take it.
Bishop Gandy plays organ. I remember growing up, we would be in church playing, and he's always been able to kind of just make things happen. Right, a man of many talents and gifts. So
Yeah.
we thank God for him. Two more things. That day for the International Day, what's the attire?
Attire will be international attire. Now, most of us will consider international attire and we'll kind of dress in African garb, the dashikis and robes and what have you. But we are invited to dress with any international attire that we see fit.
Yeah,
And so we do have missions in India and in Philippines, so it would be appropriate to have garb from those areas. Of course, we have our Caribbean missions as well, and so
yeah.
we invite people to dress up in any international garb that they see fit, as
Oh,
long as it's appropriate, of course.
that's
That's
amazing.
a great thing. Now, a couple other things that we're doing uh, prior to hearing from Dr. Kasani Wilmore, we'll be doing a special presentation to one of International Bible Way's key figures and a part of our legacy. And we'll be honoring the family, giving a gift or a honor to the family of Apostle Lawrence G. Campbell.
That's
That's going to
amazing.
be a beautiful thing. We have a
Yeah,
wonderful presentation for him. Dr. Jackson will be a part of that. We're looking forward to that as well.
yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. Definitely couldn't be where we are today without the impact, influence, and vision of Apostle Lawrence Campbell. One of the things that I'm really big on, and I advocate for it, is collaboration. Can we talk a little bit about your collaboration within the interdepartments of IBW? What you're doing with a couple of other departments?
International Bible Way is growing so immensely, and we're doing it methodically, and we're doing it so that it has the impacts in the right at the right time in the right places. So I love that. And what we found in global missions is that our mission is so vast, we can't do it all by ourselves. We need to collaborate with other organizations. We don't want to uh, just get out there and not be able to complete our task. So we need the help of others. We've attached ourselves to some other bodies within International Bible Way, particularly the Christian Education Department.
Yeah, that's good.
And with the help of Dr. Linda Bradley, we've been
Yeah,
able to put together materials that we'll be sending and taking abroad when we go. Education material will be packing and storing it, and then sending it on an as needed basis as well. So not
yeah,
just when we go, we'll be able to periodically send over documents, and we'll be able to send over books. We'll just be able to send over Christian literature on a regular basis is our goal. And so we're really happy for that collaboration.
yo, that's amazing. That's amazing. Um, District Elder Clark, how can people connect with global missions?
Absolutely. Well, thanks to you again. We have our website, and we have a page on our website. Of course, we have a Facebook page as well. Global Missions, IBW Global Missions, and then of course you can contact me, Dr. Jackson, as well. My email address. I'm happy to give it out today. TLC. That's my initials. TLC at
Oh, Dr. Clark got cut off. But here's the email: globalmissions at internationalbyway.org. You could get in touch with Dr. Clark, Global Missions at internationalbibleway.org. I'm not sure what happened. He got cut off, but oh, there we go.
Here I am.
There we go.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
there we go. TLC at mychristtemple.org. One T between Christ and Temple, mychristtemple.org. And I respond very well to email. I live by my email. So please reach out to us. We're looking for volunteers, Pastor Moody,
Yes, sir.
all the time. We think and we believe and we have been trusting God for growth in global missions. And the more dedicated people we get, trained people we get, um, committed to this work, the better we'll be. And of course, the better International Bible will be.
Man, that's amazing. And Dr. Clark, again, I want to thank you so much for you and Dr. Jackson. I'm throwing all these doctors around, y'all. Now I know it's Dr. Jackson, but District Elder Clark,
Yes,
um,
sir.
thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing the information about global missions. As you saw, we have also expanded to Pakistan. It's just so many wonderful things happening in International Bible Way. And again, one of the ways is you can support, a few ways that you can support. One, share the global missions page, share their mission and to share their vision. Two, make a commitment to sow into them financially. Three, whatever talents, gifts you can lend to help them sustain and grow, please contact them, Global Missions at internationalbyway.org or District Elder Clark, TLC at mychristtemple.org. Last words for us tonight, District Elder Clark or Dr. Jackson.
Well, we're looking for people to go into prayer with us leading into the convention. You have been doing a good job at taking us to the throne of grace in that regard. But we're looking for people to go into prayer with us until the 67th convocation. Go into prayer with us. Stay in prayer and fast. Some things come out not by prayer alone, but also by fasting. So we'll be doing that leading up to that time. We're praying for safe travels to all those people who come to the 67th convocation, and then we're looking for a glorious day on the 3rd of July. God bless you.
Dr. Jackson.
God is truly opening doors, and we want to be prepared to go through them. Bible Way is going and growing and glowing, and we just want everyone to be a part of that process.
God bless. So, Dr. Jackson, District Elder Clark, again, thank you. Bishop John Gandy, thank you, and to your entire team. Let's continue to pray for them. Let's continue to cover them. Let's continue to support. Let's continue to push IBW Global Missions. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. Take care.
Y'all, I'm telling you, you want to connect to IBW and let's push this momentum to places that our forefathers prayed for Bible Way to be a global organism, not just organization, but a organism, something that's living, something that's moving, something that's breathing. The message of Jesus Christ is for the entire world. And many of you have gifts and talents that you possess that will be a benefit to global missions. So we want you to connect with global missions. Man, thank you so much, everybody that's joining. Apostle Vincent Greaves, thank you so much, Apostle, for hanging out with us tonight. Mother Hattie Cotton, thank you. District Elder Designate Avery Allen Anderson. Y'all, me and Pastor Anderson going live one of these Saturdays. Y'all need to join us. It's gonna be Saturday night. We're gonna get us a Saturday night devotion. Get us ready for church on Sunday. But he is one of our guest preachers for Holy Convocation. So we're gonna get ready to have him on with us as well. My sister Kimberly Pendleton, thanks for hanging out. Elise Hardy, thank you for hanging out. Mother Naomi Roberts, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Pastor Natasha Grant, thank you. Denise Drumright, sorry. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Yvette Brown, thank you for tagging. Lorraine Anderson, thank you for joining. It's an amazing night. Bishop Carl Mitchell, thank you. A little Ohio contingency tonight. All right, Bishop Carl Mitchell. We had District Elder Clark. We had Dr. Jackson, Ohio contingency. Listen, y'all, IBW is moving. Listen, I'm getting ready to bring out a wonderful woman of God who says, as long as I am breathing, I'm going to do the work of the Lord. And she exemplifies age ain't nothing but a number. Y'all, this is the ladies of all ladies. Lady Cynthia Norwood is joining us in the virtual space tonight. She is the chairperson of the Seasoned Saints. Lady Norwood, can you say hello and greet our virtual audience?
Hello, everybody. We're so excited to be here. We're planning on have some great time tonight.
Oh, y'all see what I have to deal with behind cameras when she talks to me about what she wants to do. Listen, lady, know what I'm excited about. What you and the group are doing for the Seasoned Saints, keeping them active, keeping them in the mix. Sometimes they feel like they aged out, and it's like, no, as long as you breathing, as you told me, we got work to do. The work
That's
don't
our
stop.
motto. That's our motto. We've got work to do.
we
We're
got
not
work to
finished
do.
yet.
No, y'all. So everybody that's on, we sent communications out that we will be on tonight. So this is dedicated. This next segment is dedicated to the 65 and older, known as the Seasoned Saints. They have some great things that are coming, not just for Convocation, but as a group that's moving within the organization. Um, so we're excited to have Lady Norwood on tonight. I'm ready to jump right into it, Mama Norwood. Like, what's going on? What's happening with the Seasoned Saints?
Well, as you know, Tuesday, July 2nd, is going to be our day. We're starting off at 11 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning worship, in the midday worship. We've
yeah,
got new t shirts. They're going to be
I
sporting
love
their
it.
t-shirts, and we're going to have a Seasoned Saints walk during the midday service. So if
Nice.
you need to get your t-shirt, and you need to get them now, the t-shirts are $20. And on the front, it has Seasoned Saints and the
Uh huh.
IBW logo. And in the back is "We have work to do." We're
Talk
not
about
going to be half stepping. We're going to be moving. And this includes every senior or every seasoned saint 65 and older.
it.
Guess
Yeah.
what? I've already gotten message from a 94-year-old member of IBW, and she's ready. So we're going to be moving. We're going to
Yeah.
be moving and shaking. So
Yeah.
don't forget now your t-shirt. You
Yeah.
can email me at IBW Season Saints at gmail.com to reserve your t shirts. We have them in medium, large, extra large, 2X, and 3X.
Yeah.
So just leave me your name and the size that you would like to have. Make sure that we reserve it and you can pick it up at the convocation.
That's good. Lady Norwood, real quick. IBWSEASONED Saints at Gmail.
At gmail.com.
Y'all, we have it up on the screen, and so this is how you get in contact with her. If you don't have an email address, you have somebody in your family with an email address. You pick up the phone, right? You pick up the
Right.
phone, call them, and say, "Hey, here's what I need you to do." All right, and you can get in contact with Lady Norwood to reserve your T-shirt, and then you can make the exchange at Convocation. No exchange, no T-shirt. All right, you got it. Let's put that disclaimer out there. No,
We are we are going to have some volunteers, and they're going to have on their volunteer t-shirt, so you'll be able to recognize them, and they will assist you any way they can during Tuesday before the midday service and during the session that we have on Tuesday. So don't think that you're going to be walking around like a chicken with your head cut off. Oh no, we're going to grab you and we're going to hug on you and we're going to show you what to do and where to go. So don't be afraid. Come on out Have a good time. We've got some exciting things happening.
Man, so let me ask you this, Lady Norwood. So we've been having discussions about the seasoned saints. Sometimes uh, the mindset of where do I fit in? How have you been able to manage, stay relevant, um, connect with the generations after you? Because you don't just connect to the ones that's right behind you, but it seems like the relationships you've been able to connect to multiple generations after you.
And that's true. We've been trying to encourage the seasoned saints to just get out there, get involved, say hello, talk to somebody, speak to someone. We're trying to engage them by providing programs that will make them feel more confident, make them address their needs. And once that's done, our next step is to get them involved with the various ministries at IBW,
Yeah,
perhaps even the mentoring program or some of the other programs. We're going to be talking to the young people about how can we engage the seasoned saints in some of the things that they might be doing. Of
yeah,
course, the children's church and just anywhere we can fit in. We want to be able to be of help because we don't want to let our motto go void. We want
yeah,
to have work, and we believe that we still have work to do. We've got some really energetic seasoned saints. Sometimes I have to say, "Whoa, wait a minute, y'all,"
y'all
because
got a feisty group. Y'all got a
yeah,
feisty
we've
group.
got a feisty group, and I love every one of them. I love every one of them. So, yes, we're going to be doing some other things to make sure that they can get involved. The seasoned saints can get
Yeah,
involved with the wholeness of IBW.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, I remember going into your meeting last year, and a few of you was sitting there waiting to get started. And I looked at Bishop Poole like, "Whoo, brother, you got your hands full with this group right here." Like they not just sit down quiet saints. They saints that got thoughts, that got opinions, that has knowledge, that has wisdom, that has experience, and they not just gonna sit down on it. So get ready. They gonna make you work.
And I appreciate Bishop Poole and Lady Poole for their guidance and direction and initiating the season saints. And we're going to be doing a few things during our session. So we want to make sure that everybody feels honored and everybody
Yeah,
feels appreciated. So we're going to be doing a few little things during our session. You don't want to come and you don't want to miss it, is what I'm trying to get to say. You don't want to
yeah,
miss it. We're going to have some fantastic speakers on our session at 2:30.
yeah.
And some of those, we have two speakers, as a matter of fact. And one is Miss Pamela Sams from AARP, and she's a chartered retirement planning counselor, as well as a behavioral financial advisor. She focuses on helping you meet your financial needs and financial security and having a greater financial retirement readiness. So it's not just for the seniors. We've tried to include something that you can come in, sit in our session, and glean from our session. We also have a representative from Fairfax County Aging Services, Miss Karen Hannigan, who will be there and welcoming us from Fairfax County. And she will also be there to discuss senior services. Now, some of these senior services, I want to remind everybody that it's just not about us. You may have to take care of your mom and your dad.
That's good.
In addition to that, you may be on the cusp of becoming a senior citizen and you need to know what to do, how to plan, services that are available. There are a lot of services available that sometimes we don't tap in. And this
Yeah,
will give you an opportunity to learn those services. In addition, there are a lot of freebies out there that we can get, and they're going to be talking about those.
man. Lady, know what? Again, that I think that's something that we definitely have to keep at the forefront. That information is vital, right? Because that impacts quality of life.
Right.
That impacts quality of life. And when there are services out there to help enhance your quality of life, and you're refusing to receive those services, or you are ignorant to those services, you do yourself a disservice. So it's important that we find out, because one of the things that we are seeing now is a lot more of the younger generation taking care of their parents.
That's
and
correct.
and this is why, we got to connect to the generations, and this is why we got to treat each other nice, because we don't know. We
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know the day nor the hour, not just for the Son of Man to appear, but we don't know the day and the hour when we may need someone else to help us. And we need access to resources to help us deal with those situations, because, I mean, again, uh, children now, a lot of them are helping, with care of their parents. Different things are happening, age is happening, life is happening, and, some are having to step in much sooner than planned. And so the conversation and what you guys are providing during the convocation is necessary information. Body of Christ, the church, we cannot be ignorant to these things, and we can't be prideful, and we can't be super spiritual. Oh, God got me. Yes, God has you by providing those services. And to not take advantage of those services, you are not allowing God to help you. So that's on you. But yeah, Lady Noah, I think that's important. Thank you for providing those things.
And we want to make sure that our seasoned saints are happy. We want to
Yeah.
make sure, when you're happy and you're confident, you're a better help to someone else.
Mm,
If you're dissatisfied, disgruntled, then you're not a help to yourself nor anyone else. So we
yeah.
want them to be happy. We want them to be engaging, and we want to be engaged. We want
That's
people
right.
to come and talk to us.
Yeah.
Uh, as you mentioned, there's a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of uh, prayer, understanding that we can provide.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to just open doors. God is opening
Absolutely.
doors,
Yeah.
and we
Yes, he
want to
is.
be a part of the opening door policy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Lady Norwood. Who is Lady Cynthia Norwood? Like, where are you from? Like, how long have you been in ministry? How long have you been married? Who's your husband? Who's your
Oh, you're
son?
going to start asking all those difficult questions now.
Well, I figured, people like, well, who is she? I don't know who she is. Like, she's saying all of this and saying all of that, and some people may see you, walking down the hallways just looking so dazzling and dressed up, and you got your hats and you got your suits, but you know they may not know who Lady Cynthia Norwood is.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Cynthia Norwood, just a little. Uh, of course, you know that I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to school in Atlanta, Georgia. My husband is Bishop Lee Anthony Norwood, who is on the executive board. I have a son that's also on the bishop's board, Bishop Lee Adrian Norwood.
Wow.
So, and my father-in-law was pardon me, I thought I turned this off. Y'all have to give me this is some things old people do.
Well, at least your face isn't all the way in the camera, right?
But my father-in-law was also a bishop with the bishop board, Bishop Jesse L. Norwood. And my mother in law was involved in the missionaries for quite some time. And I remember she was the first person that I can recall that actually had a commencement exercise for the missionaries at the mother church. So we've been involved in Bible Way for quite some time. I think our first initial entry was in 1968. My husband went into ministry in as an individual pastor in 2003. And
Wow.
so we've been involved along those lines. Some people may recognize that I was involved with the United Women's Department. We had those red luncheons. And I just want to say, I of all the things that I can remember about them, I remember the love, camaraderie, and just the engagement of the women. I really enjoyed working with the women, and I do thank God for that opportunity. Um, I have been involved with the clergy wives, the
Mhm.
now the International Women's Fellowship, and I just try to do what I can do when I see it. There's something that needs to be done. I'd like to jump in and do what I can do. And
Yeah.
so I have 6 kids. Pardon me, 6 grandkids and 2 kids. And guess what? We have 4 great grandchildren.
Wow.
And the topper is, and you asked the question because I would
I
never
did.
just blab it out,
I
but
did.
we've been married 56 years in August.
Shanarabo, shanamasi.
And before my business career is that I was a assistant manager of a bank, and then I went into um, IT as a business analyst. We've owned 3 daycares, and so therefore,
You've done some
the
things.
corporate world is not unknown to me.
Yeah. 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 You've done some things. You've made an imprint. This is amazing. This is this is good. Thank you for sharing. I greatly appreciate that because Mother Noah, like
The main
we.
thing is that I want us. Mhm.
Oh no, I was just about to say, we see each other every summer, every spring, every meeting, but we don't really know each other. It's
Yeah, that's one of the things I like to do when we come to convention to just take a moment and have a conversation and get to know people. You'd be amazed at what they have been doing, what they
yeah,
have done, uh, what
yeah,
the knowledge that they have. If you just take a moment and have some conversation, I especially like talking to the young people. Now,
yeah.
Elder Moody, I talk to you and bug you, and I told you the other day. I know sometimes I get on your nerves. I know that, but you handle it. But you handle it with such uh, calmness and with such um, ease, and I appreciate that because there are a lot of things that seniors are not familiar with because it was
Yeah,
not a part of our era. And
yeah.
so it takes a minute for us to catch up. But once we catch up, we got it and we're ready to roll with it.
That's good. That's really, really good. Yeah, like I said earlier, I do that because I don't know where I'm gonna be in 30 years, and I don't know who's gonna be taking care of me. So I want to sow the seeds today, so that when I get older and there's uh, a whole nother environment of technology and artificial intelligence, I'll have someone that will, be patient with me. So, but listen, I know every seasoned saint won't admit what you just admitted. So we thank God for your transparency tonight.
Well, everybody thinks it or everybody says it. And so you might as well just put it out there and deal with it and move to the next step.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, this is good. Listen, the chief says IBW global missions and our seasoned saints are ready to soar as eagles, flying high and strong. Shout out to the chief, Apostle Rooker. Mother Naomi Roberts says she loves you. Lady Mason is watching tonight. Thank you for logging in again. Oh, Bishop Carl Mitchell said, "To God be the glory for over 50 years of marriage." Give us 2 marriage tips off the dome.
Forgive.
Whew.
Pray. No, no, the number one is pray.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it without prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is learn to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to forgive. We tend to think we're perfect, but we're not.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to learn that we have to forgive, that It's just essential. It's just
Yeah.
essential. And then communication.
Yeah.
Make sure you learn to communicate. Then appreciate.
Come on
Appreciate
here.
each other. Appreciate each other.
That's good.
Um, of course, my husband doesn't do everything I would like for him to do. And I'm sure I don't do everything he would like for me to do. But I appreciate the many things that he does do that make me happy, that shows me that he loves me, and that he gives me um, accolades, and I appreciate that. You know, one of the things he does every morning, and I've said this before, is that he gets up every morning. I'm not a very good morning person. I'm telling you that. That's my secret. Don't tell everybody. But I'm not a very good morning person. And he gets up in the morning and he makes coffee primarily because he likes to talk in the morning and I don't. So he gets up in the morning and he makes coffee and he kisses me and he says, "Good morning, my good thing. I love you." Now I'm
Mm.
telling you, some days it's like, okay, but some days it goes straight to the toes and the toes twinkle all the way up. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's spicy. Come on, that's that good talk, y'all. She's talking
Oh,
about 50
you gotta
plus
keep
years.
a little spice in it. You gotta keep a little spice in it.
Listen, oh man, this is good. We got Mother Know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you this. We probably I need you to get your calendar. You got to give us like 2 or 3 nights. Like so, one night is we'll have a generational conversation, and then another night, at least two, right? And then another night we'll have a relationship conversation, and we'll have people of different generations and different years of their marriage. And I think that will be really, really fruitful. Because, like you said, 50 something years, you got to keep a little spice in it.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep the spice
She says sometimes it goes down to the toes and comes up. Woo!
all the way up, all the way up. And but I'm retired now, and my husband still works, and he's a realtor, and he's an investor, and he keeps pretty active. So
Yeah.
some days when he comes in, he's a little tired. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
have to pep him up a little bit, show him a little extra love.
See, y'all. These are the conversations that we need to have in the body of Christ. After we've preached and danced and rolled on the floor, we want you to forgive. We want you to appreciate your spouse. We want you to keep it spicy. Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
Keep it spicy, and you can still be full of the Holy Ghost and do all of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now God's first. We don't play around with God. It's nothing
Yeah.
like him. Nothing like him. You can't make it without him. You just can't.
Yeah. So, Lady Norwood, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. I want to give you back the mic to just talk a little bit more about connecting with the seasoned saints for those who are just logging on and may have missed the message a little earlier. But talk about the seasoned saints, a couple of things that you have going on at Convocation, and then we have your email displaying so that they can contact you, and then we'll close out for tonight.
Don't forget now, our day is Tuesday, the 2nd, and we are going to start at 11 with our senior walk. Get your t shirts. We're going to be talking about that in our Zoom, which is scheduled for Thursday. So you want to make sure you tune in to our Zoom at 6 o'clock so that we can talk about it in detail. We also want to remind you that at 2:30 we have two speakers, one from AARP, which is going to be an asset to anyone who attends our session because what she'll be talking about is not just senior services. And then we have
Mm-hmm.
someone from Fairfax County who will be welcoming us and also providing information about senior services. Don't forget, now our theme, our color is gold, and it's gold because we are in the golden years, and we have our gold bags. So you want to come and get your gold bag. We also have something special for you in our session. And then, of course, don't forget to call us or email us. Uh, a lot of you have my number, But if you'll email me and ask for my number, I certainly will provide it for you. And we want to make sure that you stay in touch. And we're doing everything we can to
Mhm.
open up communication so that you know that you're important, valued, and treasured. We want to let you know also that in order to accomplish what we're doing and making sure that every seasoned saint can participate, we're asking for your help in purchasing the t shirts. So if you're interested in providing some help from that end, please see me or one of the volunteers during our session, or you can email me and say, or the seasoned saints, and just say, I want to be a part. I want to be a part. And that's a way of communicating and participating, just giving us information and just providing support and financial support. A lot of times, the seasoned saints just don't have the money to do the things that they would like to do. They're on fixed income. And we're trying to provide a way for them to stay involved financially to do the things that they want to do. Now, I just want to say that the Georgia Diocese has already started it. They purchased 12 t shirts. So we
Wow.
have 12 t-shirts to begin with. So don't let them beat us. Don't let us beat you. Come on and help us. We want to be a help to the seasoned saints. Again, you can reach us by emailing ibwseasonsaints at gmail.com. And we have some other really fantastic things that we want to start doing. As I mentioned, we want to be involved with the mentoring program, and we are going to start a monthly prayer call very soon now so that we can let you know that your needs and your concerns are valued, and there is someone to pray for you. Not just you, but any of your family, friends, or anyone that you feel needs prayer. We're going to be having a prayer call to pray for them. And that's about it. We looking forward to it. The season saints are revved up, anxious, and ready to go. You're going to see them stepping a little higher. You're going to see them stepping a little, moving a little faster because they are just excited about being there this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for logging in and joining us tonight. You'll be able to watch the replay. Leave this up. Make sure to tag and share with 5 people. Just tag and share with just 5 and let them know about what the season saints are doing. And Lady Norwood, that's not 5 people total, but that's the hundreds of people that are watching. If they all tag 5 people, I believe we'll reach the goal. I believe you'll sell out of t-shirts. I believe every program that you have, you'll meet your goal. All right. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining, Lady Norwood. Thank you for your time. To the Global Missions team, thank you for your time tonight. Greatly appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow night. We have a special guest tomorrow night. Over the next week and a half, we have special guests coming. We have our presiders coming. We have so many more that we will be sharing this virtual platform. So let's get ready. Holy Convocation is here. It's not coming. It's here. All right. So God bless.
Elder
Stay
Moody,
tuned. Yes, ma'am.
Elder Moody, before you end, I want to thank Apostle Ruckert because this was his vision, and we want to make sure that we acknowledge that. And we thank him for
Amen.
giving us an opportunity to be an auxiliary and to be engaged. So we appreciate it so very much.
And that's amazing, man. Shout out to our chief apostle and presiding bishop, Apostle Willie E. Rookert. Apostle, thank you for being a visionary. We greatly appreciate you. Write the vision and make it plain so that we will see it and run with it, for it shall come to pass. It might tarry, but it will come to pass. Everybody have a great and wonderful night. See you back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Myself, Elder Darrell Brown, and we got some special guests. So let's get ready. All right. God bless everybody.
I bless you.